Well, a nutmeg nut fell into the mix, and I had to deal with that. Apparently, you can actually wash nutmeg nuts. So we're back to stirring in the cinnamon and the nutmeg, and apparently a dash of salt. That smells like a lot of nutmeg. But, possibly I grated in too much. But you shouldn't do that. Normally, you would have powder something just to shake it on a bit. Now, that smells fine. That smells good. Alright, now, and of course, the oats will cut it a great deal. Now, I still have 2 cups of oats to stick in there, so... And the good thing about oatmeal cookies, as opposed to ordinary cookies, is oatmeal has a decent amount of natural fiber. Happens to be one of my favorite breakfasts, actually. Oatmeal with some brown sugar on it, and a bit of cream. And then you do that, stir it in some more, and finally, after the 3rd cup of oats, you're going to want to add the chocolate chips. Also, the baking soda. Actually, let's do that now while there's still more liquid than solid in there, or reasonable liquid. You want... Now, baking soda you can't just dash in there willy-nilly. It will actually... that's okay, I can put them back together later. It will behave itself very badly. You have to be very precise with baking soda. What baking soda does is it's sodium bicarbonate, and in the heat of the oven, it decomposes into... Well, the important thing is carbon dioxide gas, which bubbles through all the cookies and makes them rise. Please God, yes, the right amount. Now just in there. Give it a thorough stirring, of course. And then the 3rd cup of oats right after a message from our sponsors. Hello everyone, I imagine you're wondering why I'm doing a commercial. Well, this isn't a name brand, but have you ever worked in a hot kitchen with the oven already heated up to 375 Fahrenheit and it's summer and the house isn't air conditioned? And I bet you're wondering, how do I do this with sunglasses all night? The answer is this. I stop the film every once in a while, wipe myself off with a towel brand towel like this. Comes in red checked, or something with a funny floral basket on it over there. But I have the faintest idea who makes these, but I think they're a great idea, and buy more of them, yeah. Alright, as you can see, that commercial was lovely, wasn't it? I was quite moved and by the company and their product, that's why I decided to make it for them. Now, notice the chemistry lesson I gave you earlier. It's important if you're going to do chemistry. Now, the final cup of oats gets added in because I haven't done that yet. And I like to use as the coarsest oats you can find for oatmeal cookies. Gives it a nice texture as opposed to some of the finer kind available mostly in the instant packets with the strawberry flavoring and everything, because those are meant for breakfast, not cookies. Actually, I don't think they make oats specifically for cookies. They just put a recipe on the box as an afterthought, like, oi, make oatmeal cookies, because not everyone in your household will like porridge. So that's all nicely stirred up, and give it a good sniff again, because that is good. That's why they're my oatmeal ninjas. The other part of the ninjas, they disappeared quickly. By the way, here's a slight preview of my review of G.I. Joe, which I'll be doing tomorrow. The best actor in it was Ray Park, who played Snake Eyes. That should give you an idea of my opinion of the whole movie. But I won't spoil the rest of it. Now, I want... How much? I should say it on there. A cup of chocolate chips. Preferably semi-sweet. It says it on here somewhere, it should. Yeah, pure semi-sweet chocolate. Well, not that semi-sweet chocolate is anything close to pure, as my dad will be quick to point out. Or he would if he wasn't being a nice cameraman and keeping... And there is no tear notch on this bag. I am disappointed with no name brand. I think next time I'll shop at Dominion or something. Oh wait, Metro bought them now, so I have to call them Metro now. How am I gonna... Right. And now for another bit of product placement I'm very proud of. Well, it would be product placement if the logo hadn't been worn off by all this sweat in my pockets over the years, but a Victorinox pocket knife. Perfect for stabbing enemies, opening bottles of wine with a corkscrew. The toothpick is excellent. And there's also a sort of a can opener and a bottle opener on there, although I have my own church key now. See? That's one of the nice things for opening bottles. But the knife is nice, and it opens up bags of chocolate chips. Thusly. Well, not thusly. I already showed you the thusly bit. So you want a whole cup, and the way these are pouring, yummy. And then some for me. Because what kind of chef doesn't test their own ingredients? You pour that in, you mix it up because you don't want, like one cookie to have all the chocolate chips in it on top of it, and the other cookies not to have anything at all. So incorporate it, this is mostly done by instinct. You're looking, go, chips here, and you're done. Then the final step comes in spooning them up onto the cookie sheet and sticking said sheet into the oven, which has already been preheated. So I'm going to get the cookie sheet, which is over here, as you might have seen during the towel commercial. Towels are the most useful object in the universe, by the way. Never let anyone tell you otherwise. Now, I'm only going to show you one because, again, if you really need to watch me spoon out all the cookies, you're probably the one that watches them do the safety instructions on the airplane because you haven't seen it 1,000 times already. Yes, we know where the emergency sections are. Yes, we know how to deal with the oxygen mask. So you want dollops like that, maybe a wee bit larger. I'm going to put a bit more on. And that's the end of that. As you can see here, we have some fracking enormous cookies, as they would say in downstairs like that, hang on a straight bit of dough. Then we put them in the oven because they're not going to do much sitting on the countertop, are they? And the oven's already preheated. Bloody hell, that's hot. You want to cook them. I'd say this lot will go for about 13 minutes. So where's the baking time? And apparently, start time. Oh, that's it. I'm using the wrong buttons. And this oven is new to me. Huh? You don't need to do this?
Nope. You just keep an eye on things. Sometimes you just use your watch.
Right. So I'll come at around 22:26 and take these things out again. So and see you guys in 13 minutes. Of course, you'll see it as no time at all because I can edit out the cooking time. Right. These things are done. You didn't hear the beeping, but just take my word for it. And now I'm going to stand well to the side as Oatmeal because every time I've done this in the past, I've got my face full of steam. And with sunglasses on, that makes it dash difficult to see anything. Now, the pan is going to be well hot because it's a metal pan that's been in the oven for the last 15 minutes. So, let it grab them with an oven mitt or something similar. And we stick it, I think this is, yes, on top of the stove top. Good idea, before they burn everything. So, there you have the cookies. And I'm going to cool on that for a bit and maybe stick them on something else. And that's pretty much that. So, as the French would say, je suis un cuillère de beurre fondu et ma maison c'est un réservoir d'essence. Bonjour.